Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mike Naso from Internet Partnership Radio with an update on dangerous Hurricane Tomas, which continues to strengthen now in the Atlantic Basin. When we take a look at the entire Atlantic, you can see obviously we've had Richard just about a week and a half ago, and then we had Sherry pop up very quickly and as a hurricane, although it doesn't look like one anymore, moving out. But this down here, this monster wave for so late in the hurricane season, has quickly spun up not only into a tropical storm, but in less than 24 hours, it went from nothing into a strengthening Category 1 hurricane, and that is Hurricane Tomas, which continues to pound the Lesser Antilles, and it is likely to become a major hurricane as it makes its move into the Caribbean Sea. This does not appear at this time to be a threat to the United States. It would have to get very far west to be a threat to Florida. However, areas from Jamaica and eastern Cuba all the way back east towards the Lesser Antilles, potentially even again, if it were to make some kind of recurve back, need to watch this because it does look like Hurricane Tomas is going to become a major hurricane, at least Category 3, and quite possibly stronger than that. Let's get the latest now on Hurricane Tomas from the National Hurricane Center. As of 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we do have those hurricane warnings out, of course, for the islands, and right now they're getting pounded. I'll show you that from the Martinique radar. It's a pretty scary view. Here's the latest as of 2 p.m. Hurricane Tomas was at 13.4 north, 61.0 west. Winds were 75, gusting to 85. Tomas is moving west-northwest at 11, 992 millibars. And again, there shouldn't be anything to really stop that general west to west-northwest track. There's going to be ridging, which is going to kind of shove it west, and then it's going to slow down as it comes around, and then we're going to have troughiness move off the eastern seaboard of the United States that should help turn it. But you can see this cone is very uncertain. It could come right back into the Dominican Republic. It could end up way down in the Caribbean, to where if it does come back, it could even make a very right hook back towards the northeast Caribbean. Right now, if I were in the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and especially Haiti, we know how hard you've been hit. Between the earthquake now and the cholera outbreak, you guys do not need a hurricane, let alone something potentially as deadly and dangerous as Tomas is. So this is really going to be a problem that we're going to have to deal with. If it does come near Haiti, if this thing remains a decent-sized large hurricane with those outer rain bands, do you remember how many people lost their lives in Haiti and the Dominican Republic in Hurricane Dennis 5 years ago? Dennis's eye stayed just on where the track of Tomas is forecast to go. Eye wall never got close. Just the outer rain bands caused all that flooding. We do not need that in Haiti or the Dominican Republic. And if it does slow down, we're talking Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Think about that. How much those outer rain bands will be over Haiti. It's a horrific thought that Tomas could really end hurricane season 2010 on a particularly devastating note. So this unprecedented hurricane for this time of year continues to move towards the west-northwest and strengthen. Now here's the latest wind field. You can see hurricane force winds are only within that small area around the eye, which I'll show you on radar and satellite, but tropical storm force winds extending well up into Martinique. Definitely the north side, which will be bad because if it keeps this, which it may not, if it keeps this type of wind profile, then as it gets closer to land, even if it moves south of you, Haiti could still be in tropical storm force winds as the hurricane continues to move. And you can see the track is forecast to continue west to west-northwest and then some kind of a northward bend, and they do like Haiti and Hispaniola here. Haiti, the Dominican Republic, anywhere here on Hispaniola, the models tend to like that, and that is very bad news because not only will it be horrific rainfall with the slow movement and the large size of Tomas, but it's possible it could be a very devastating major hurricane. Wind-wise, this could be a very, very powerful storm. Now here's the latest satellite imagery of the hurricane, and this is not good. You can see it's wrapping up that eye, still ragged, but for a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane, you'll note it is wrapping the eye. Convection spinning around it. It's going to wrap around better. And look at these spikes here. This is the hurricane bursting. You do not want to see that. You can see the spikes bursting out. That is a sign that the outflow is becoming better established, and Hurricane Tomas is definitely on its way to major hurricane strength. You can see even better on the visible. Look at the way that eye is wrapping up right there. That is not good news as it bears down now on St. Vincent. St. Vincent, you might take a direct hit. St. Lucia up here in the northern part of the circulation. There's the infrared showing still a ragged but organizing hurricane, potentially a very deadly one in the making. I cannot stress that enough. Here's why. Look at this radar out of Martinique. There's the eye just now starting to make landfall on the island of St. Vincent. To kind of put things in perspective for you, Barbados, you're right here, St. Vincent's right there, and St. Lucia's here, here's Martinique, and you can see right there in the red is where St. Vincent is, all of that, and the eye of Hurricane Tomas is preparing to come ashore now in St. Vincent with an intensification process underway. The winds will be bursting more, and it will seem a heck of a lot worse than a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane. Again, you can see that motion with the hurricane continues to be just about to the west or a little north of west. No doubt, bad news for your area. You can see here the upper level winds not terribly favorable for Tomas. You can see the eyes right in here, and it does have flow like that. However, as it gets here south of Hispaniola, it should have a very favorable high pressure aloft, anticyclone, everything. And then as the trophiness comes in to help turn it to the northeast, it could actually have enhanced outflow. Remember Charlie into southwest Florida? Remember Omar into the northeast islands? Both strengthened as that trophiness was interacting with them. So this could be very, very serious, and we're going to watch it very carefully, no doubt about that. Now, I didn't want to forget about Sherry. Hurricane Sherry, as of 11 a.m., it's probably not a hurricane anymore, but it was. It was at 35.9 north, 55.6 west, 75 miles an hour, gusting to 90. It's moving northeast at 40 very quickly now, 989 millibars. And again, Sherry is not going to be an issue. As it moves out, we won't have to deal with it. You can see, though, on the satellite imagery earlier today, it did look like a hurricane, and it was. You can see it was tightly coiled, but since that time, it has definitely begun to peel away, and it's been captured, and it is not coming back. But what is coming back, and what we will have to deal with, is dangerous Hurricane Tomas. I cannot stress enough, as you see on the right edge of your screen, this hurricane, as it's making landfall now near St. Vincent, St. Lucia, ready slam Barbados this morning. From there is onto the Caribbean Sea, a reservoir of favorable upper-level winds, very, very hot October, November waters down there in the Caribbean. All systems seem go for Hurricane Tomas to be a very dangerous storm. I'm Mike Naso from IPR 365. I'll see you next time.